YouTube, Crown Vic Nation, what's going on, everybody? Just want to show you a few things that I picked up in anticipation of getting this built in a situation on the way. One thing I want to talk about, one thing too, is one thing I was noticing before I get to this stuff. What in the world? I mean, if you guys got any Crown Vics, tell me if you guys have this sticker on your car. This look what it say, California, not for sale in states with California emission standards. What? It's a gasoline E85 car. What in the world? You tell me. Cause California is definitely a different planet. I get that. No offense to you Californians, but what in the world is this? Everything has to be carb legal, EO. What in the world? I mean, it's a Ford Motor stamp, so I don't, I don't know, you guys. What's up, Crown Vic Nation? I just saw that funny earlier. I just wanted to point that out because I've never paid attention to that. But I want to talk about a few things that I got to get the built engine and everything going. Like I say, we're supposed to have a nice weekend. And I want to get started on this. I'm going to call Marty from Old Speed Shop in the morning. Go over some things with him because basically what I would like to do is see if I can ask him just, hey, give me a bass file tune. And then once I get everything smooth it out, I'm going to talk about another issue that I'm having that I got to figure out. But once I get that issue figured out, and let me just go to the issue now. The issue is the wideband, and I'm trying to figure out where do I hook it up at. It comes with plenty of cable. I mean, that's probably 5-6 feet of cable, so that's really not an issue of where, or I mean exactly how far. I mean, it's not going to be far. I've talked to Mo already. He's told me he would like, with running stock cats on this, he would like it behind the first catalytic converter. So I'm just going to go over there with him, and make sure everything is copacetic with that. And then, I'm going to just say, hey, I'm going to have to hook it up after the engine is installed because I'm going to have to take it to the exhaust shop and let them, do the welding of the bong, and that way I can hook the sensor in and everything. So I'm going to speak to him about how and where do people normally put it in at. YouTube, Crown Vic Nation. If you guys got any advice on how to route that. I mean, I know I can do research, but I haven't. It's been something on my mind for sure, to figure out how do I route that. So let's talk about another thing here. Is I have wiring loom, and the reason I got the loom is because of things like this. If you look at stuff like this, I mean, that's brittle. Things like all down in here, all this is brittle and broken up. And there's a couple things I didn't get in this video that I'm gonna just explain to you what I'm gonna get, which is wire cleaner. I'm gonna get some wire cleaner spray, which is safe for cleaning wire. So I'm gonna clean this whole harness off, spray it off with wire cleaner. That way when I put the tape and everything on the new loom and everything sticks properly versus it being all dirt. Like I say, this came from O'Reilly's. I might go try to check AutoZone to see what kind they got. They do have this, like I say, at O'Reilly's, and it is a little bit bigger than what's on here, which is okay. It's no big deal. I'll make it work, but it's the goal of just getting all this stuff back together. I want to have something presentable. I want to take pride. I know a lot of those shops that be out there, like they say, they want to take pride in their work. So I don't just want to throw something together and have it looking sloppy. I want to have it looking neat, and that's just what I feel about this. That's just how I feel. If you want to do it differently and get, however you want to run it, fine. Me, I definitely want a little bit of respectability. It don't gotta be looking cute, because this thing, I'm meaning for this to run. I run hard, so I'm not trying to be pretty and sparkly, but I just definitely want something that's well put together. So another thing, I have a brand new, I guess you call it a rebuilt stock starter. I think this thing cost me, I think 30 or 40 bucks altogether. You can find these anywhere. Definitely on the rebuild. If you get them new, definitely you're going to pay triple the price. Another thing I did was I bought a 180 degree thermostat from O'Reilly's also. Just a part number for it. They don't have a degree on here, but it's just a part number you go off of. So I do have that. Another thing I do have 18 quarts. 18, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe I paid 120 bucks and somewhere in that range for 18 quarts. These are Ford Motorcraft Micron LV. I would advise you guys to always pay attention on what type of transmission fluid you need for one of these automatic 4R75 and 4R70 series. No matter if you got an E or a W, pay attention, because I know Ford makes the latest and greatest, but make sure you get the transmission fluid that is proper for your transmission. So I also got some cheap cooling fluid. $6. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to, outshine anyone. I'm not trying to show off. This is just standard, what you will get, in whatever name, all $10 bottles and 15 and 20. I mean, you can pay quite a bit for these. These are just standard green antifreeze. I mean, there's no tricks to the trade. There's no magic. Let me see if I can get this off. Hold up. There's no tricks to the trade. It's just standard green antifreeze. So there's nothing magical about it. It is green how it is for stock. So it's not a necessarily name brand, which is okay. It's fine. Also, let's talk about break-in situation, which made in the USA, guys. And I know a lot of people, this is O'Reilly brand's oil. Oh my goodness. Well, is he using dirty oil? No, this oil is clean. And I know some people would rather buy AMSOIL or any other company's $150 break-in oil kit just to dump it out within a few starts, and then put another $150 of oil in there for 1,000 miles and dump it out. So I'm just going to simply use the cheaper version. O'Reilly's brand. It's about $20 for each jug. Like I say, I'm not trying to be glamorous here. Like I said, if you want to use green snake oil, piss oil, whatever oil you want to use is fine with me. I'm just telling you where I'm coming from, and I'm not overthinking neither one of these ideas. Yes, I did pay a little bit for the transmission fluid, but that is a well worth it situation, to just simply get the Ford. The engine's a little more forgivable than the transmission, so just want to simply put clean, made in the USA, O'Reilly's oil in there, and call it break-in. Then we'll switch to a more of a known brand, for synthetic. But for right now, we just need to use conventional regular motor oil, no high mileage, none of this synthetic, full, half, none of that. So another thing that I will be getting, serpentine belt. I did not get that yet. I will. Coils. These coils, I'm going to keep them. Them coils, only have about, I think when I got this car, it was 120. Those coils only have about 20,000 miles on them, so I'm not going to swap them out. They run just fine, no misfires. I'm going to run the one-step coder, spark plugs, I'll show you what those are. And yeah, YouTube, Crown Vic Nation. Let's make Crown Vics great again. I have another clamp, also for this situation right here, because I had that pop off before, and trust me, your car would not run if this is not hooked up. And I got out at work one day and didn't realize it's popped off. I'm like, what in the world happened? And then once I started looking around, I realized that the part that did not have the clamp around it had fell down, and wondering why the car wouldn't start. I was like, oh man. So I had the, just a clamp, cheap clamp, whatever. It'll go around the second part right here, that way it doesn't fall off. So yeah, YouTube, Crown Vic Nation, have another video for you. If you have any questions, like I say, feel free to ask. This is a long journey that I want to get out the way. So like I say, a lot of these other YouTube channels will stick you up and sound like you owe them something by telling you to like, share, and all this, thumbs up their video. I'm not going to say it like that. But I just want to say, if you appreciate my hard work, and it's not to make you feel a certain type of way, but if you appreciate my hard work, hit the thumbs up for me. I'm giving you much information as I can. And that's all I ask from you, Crown Vic Nation. Show your boy some love. This ain't no $1 million setup. This is not, anything that you can't do. You can do the same thing in what I'm doing. And that engine has a lot more in it than even what I'm trying to put in it. So it's something that you can do without having to do a Coyote swap, without having to do all these extra other swaps. You can simply do the same thing what I do. And I'm trying to bring you relatable content. I'm not trying to, have you look at a Ferrari and go, yeah, we putting a turbo on a Ferrari. No, this is a, $2,500 vehicle that we put, less than $10,000 into, hopefully all together, and have something that runs real strong and real well, and that you can get, whatever power out of you want, and more or less than what I'm doing. So, show your boy some love. Ain't no stick up to tell you guys to hit the thumbs up button, but let's make Crown Vics great again, y'all. Crown Vic Nation. I'll get to you guys soon. Peace. Yeah.